Hi, Krista. How you doing? I've been looking at this for a while now, and I've been trying to compile my comments, and I think I'm where I need to be. So, okay, I just want to address some things here. I think the image is wrong. I think the image is wrong. I think at this point, if I was the art director, creative director, if this was a project, I would say we've got an issue, and I think that the sketch was more effective than the first draft of the layout for some reasons. My command are this. I'm going to bring some rulers out, and I want to show you 8.5. There's your center line. Okay, so take a look at how close your type is right here to the center line. And of course, that page folds, and that type is going to get lost in the fold. Okay, so, and then look at this margin here. You've got this much space between, so your margins are uneven. I think that's one of the problems of setting type the way you have. You've set these boxes, white boxes, to place your type in, and the reason you've done that is so you can read the type, because the background image is so distracting. So basically what you're doing here is you're allowing the image to make your decisions for you. You don't want to do that. You want to make the decisions. So you don't want to be forced into placing your type in boxes. You want to be able to have your type breathe with the page. Why put it in jail when it doesn't have to be? So I'm going to say let's lose the image. Not the idea, but the image. I think that from a layout standpoint, I think that your sketch was amazing, and I think that being a piece that might be an editorial piece that includes that sketch and maybe that drawing. I mean, your sketch is awesome. I think it would be really interesting to see your sketching abilities, your artistic abilities in conjunction with your typographic abilities. I think that would make a wonderful combination in your student portfolio. I think it would be wise for us to try to push that. So I'm going to make some suggestions pointing in that direction. Okay, so you've selected this Invasion of the Cats, and that fits the whole concept. I get the whole B-movie poster, movie poster. That's awesome. I love it. Typographically, I think this is a good choice. It fits. It fits this cat scratch fever type thing over here. And it's okay that it's got the white stroke on it because it's more or less a novelty face. This over here, though, that's a different story. You don't want to stroke type. It doesn't create stroking type. A lot of young designers think that stroking type makes it more visible. It doesn't. It actually makes it less readable because it changes the shapes of the letters. So it's considered not to be a good practice in typography. Drop shadows and strokes are offset. If you want to duplicate the type, set it behind and offset it, that's fine. But drop shadows and strokes are probably, well, not probably, they're not a good plan. I think this could be more powerful. I do. This little typographic composition here, I think, could be more powerful. I think this is fine. And then this is fine too. So basically you have this format that works, and that's the headline, the subhead, and then the body copy. So the proximity is really good. Page has good balance, so I'm not worried about that. But I do want to suggest this. Try your illustration. I don't know if you use markers or whatever you use, but I'm going for a portfolio piece here because I think it's got potential. I'd like you to illustrate this page with your helicopter and your screaming girl and the whole bit. Okay? Then I want you to open this page up, leave it whatever background. Don't put an image in the background so we can address the type. I'd like to see this as set as paragraphs and not these kind of bullet things. Okay, let me show you what I mean by example, okay? What do I mean by, oh, this is what I mean. Okay, these are all layouts that are similar to yours, and there was one. Some of these are using these illustrative techniques. I had one. Oh, this one right here. Okay, it's got an illustration, and then it's got this wonderful three-type grid, column type grid on the right-hand page, and then it works with this illustration and the headline on the left-hand side. There's a lot of wonderful white space here, drawing the whole thing together with this pull quote up top. So these are some really good relationships. And I kind of see that going on with your page. I really do, because I see an illustration. This is another idea here. This is illustration with the headline and then the subhead. Now note that the subhead and the headline is far from the where the text begins. So the designer took this idea of doing this really pronounced drop cap just to make sure you know that's where the story begins. That also mimics the O in global very nicely. So that's an interesting relationship. So again, we have this example of illustration along with this wonderful two-column grid of typography. So see they're not using image to have to force the type into these boxes. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. As far as the typeset it goes itself, I would rather see you recompose this before I really comment. And I do want you to set your type more as this kind of paragraph type. I think it'll be a lot more effective than this kind of like boxes of information. Okay? Try it. Let me know what you think. I mean, I hate to ask you to do this, but I know we're just buried with work right now. But I really see some potential, and I really think that by recomposing this page, we're going to have a much better chance to look at your type and see how we can improve it, okay? Oh, I want to look at this. These are great. I love these. These are phenomenal. I'm so glad you have taken what you learned from the first week, the first set of sketches, and just ran with it. This is awesome. I don't even have anything to say other than awesome. So, wow. Wow. Really just gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. Hey, I'm fine with any direction you decide to go. We'll take the type and the layout from there, but these are gorgeous. Great job. Thank you so much. Thanks for caring, man. This is awesome. Can't stop looking at these. I'm going to look at these for a while. Okay.